Like a pro. Pia's back. I didn't think Pia would be here.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. I had to come back.
Pia came back for RetasoCast.
Apparently I'm on a contract.
You're being paid?
No. No.
You're getting paid?
No one's getting paid.
Producer, ang easy lang.
Nagbantay ko sa levels. Excuse me.
And we had another birthday bash like a while ago. We had Abodo.
Abodo.
Yes, Abode.
Yeah, made especially by the Tagalog bayani. It was a Tagalog recipe.
Yes.
It was not standard.
We'll share a
It was
picture.
not gonna be the standard.
Okay, are we gonna...
It had tomatoes.
Kung sa manjud, it didn't have tomatoes. Tomatoes came on the side. But can we like get a handle on this standardized adobo issue? Unsa man jud nakita po ana?
Well, the DTI wanted to like make a standard adobo to show
Why?
off to the international audience.
What's the DTI?
The Department
Kaya
of
daw si
Trade
pangutan na
and
og mga obvious
Industry.
fucking questions.
I did not know. I know what a UTI is, but I don't know what a DTI is. Dysentery tract infection.
Yeah. Yeah, Tishio Bayani does not know a lot of things. So,
Adobo lang ang ilang is standardized, or it's
Really?
the first of many like Filipino
what is
dishes.
this? A Filipino multiverse?
Adobo,
Yes!
Adobo multiverse. Into the Adobo-verse. There's a camera on us. Naklaro kayo na I can't open the fucking wine bottle. I'm such an idiot.
Let's
You
someone
know?
do it.
Bebe.
Can mix it?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That's why we're here. We can go now.
We have Migs here to talk about Adobo.
Okay.
Because apparently I'm the expert.
On Adobo.
Yes.
How many people have talked to you about Adobo?
Oh man, so many. I don't know. I actually gotten tired of this topic, but you know.
Really? How many? Why are people talking to you about adobo?
Is it because you cook? Is that like the
I think it's
only
because
reason?
I'm from a different island, and so adobo is different there.
Oh, really? What's Adobo like in Mindanao?
It has soup. And as I understand, adobo here in Cebu doesn't have soup.
Oh, okay. What are the main ingredients of your adobo? Your
So
alien
it's
adobo?
practically the same as Luzon.
Which is...
So like
Hey, that's where I'm from.
So-
My parents.
we don't wanna tell DTI this that it actually contains soy sauce.
Oh my god, you'll be in the adobo watch list.
Yeah.
Wait, the DTI is in Luzon, kind of. Like,
What's
so
up
they, that's
What's up
probably
with your
the same.
standardized na adobo? What
Wala,
is it?
gani. That's
Oh,
why
what
they
was it
want
again?
the
No, no.
standard. Tiny.
Naghimo sila o
What was it
council.
nag-announce? There's a
Maghimo
council?
sila sa
The Council of
okay.
Adobo.
What is this? Adobo jar?
Mm.
It's a jar for adobo.
It's a...
Oh my god.
So they're developing a council to come up with unsa ang pinaka
Adobo of the adobos.
the adobo
The
of the
AdoBest.
adobos.
The AdoBest. Nindot to.
AdoBest.
And then unsa man ang recipe nila?
Wala palagi. Murag ka ang
nag-deliberate
the
pa
issue
sila.
blew up. Wala pa
Because-
silang kasugod sa kuan. Murag ka nang gi-inform lang nilang public ba, hey, we're ka nang starting this kuan.
And then everyone was just like,
Adobo.
why are we focusing on this? People are still dying. Or ganun. And then, okay, so Migs,
Yeah.
backgrounds, what's your adobo like? No
My-
innuendos
what-
here. Like, what's your, like, literally, what is your adobo?
I like my adobo soupy.
And
Like-
ano ang ingredients usually?
Soy sauce, vinegar, sugar, pork or chicken. There's usually potatoes, sometimes eggs.
Yes.
It's
Mm-hmm.
really
Ah.
soupy na
added water or daghan lang ang imong
added
vinegar,
water.
ano?
Like the soup is really mild. Like it's hardly tangy, hardly salty.
So it's not as strong as Cebuano adobo.
Unsa man-
Yeah.
What is Cebuano adobo?
Yeah, I don't know, because he said na dry ang Cebu adobo.
Ang adobo dire kay pinrito man.
Yeah.
And then, like, pero...
Adobo cut, kanang adobo cut kan usual nga murag belly or something. Yeah. Inya prituho nimo. Butangan nimo kanang garlic, spices imo
so
marinate
siya
man
kinupsan.
Na,
Mura sa kinupsan nga
Yeah.
Mura sa pork chop nga baga
Oh.
parang essential lang
That's it.
suka toyo
sa yang marinade.
ano.
Pero
Nasa
uga na
toyo
siya.
pod.
Pero fried na siya.
Yep.
Mine is like usually you fry it man before you add like the sauce parts and then
Oh, I thought it was
Dili,
soupy.
wala na sauce parts gyud ang dili
Wait.
nga adobo. Ang kanang Cebuanong
I thought
adobo.
So what's the Cebuano?
Humba man na yung
Oh my
pasabot.
god, that's humba.
what's
Yeah.
what's
That's
humba? Because I think I know na humba has banana leaves.
No.
in it.
Wala na
siya?
siya banana.
Banana.
They have
Kanang-
floral
kanang
leaves.
Yellow.
Oh, kanang yellow na murag-
Kanang yellow nga humot ba banana
Oh.
man nga shoot.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those things nga
Sa mukha niya.
you can't define what differentiates humba and adobo, but when you see it, you know it's humba and you know this is adobo.
I think like ang humba na mo na siya kanang bay leaves. No.
Adobo
And
ba
then-
na? Adobo po. Yeah.
Also, I guess murag na confused lang ang mga tao kay like they have a thing called something else, pero it's also something
Adobo
else
in
in
somewhere.
another place.
Yeah. Like I think living in an archipelago kanang inga naman jud ang atong mga dishes
Na
like
variations.
I know
May variants.
na mga
Variants.
variant na mga create of nexus events.
Mo ni ang Nexus
Please
event.
listen to Feed the Geeks at YouTube.
Ang DTI nga nag-post ato ilang kuan mo to ang Nexus event.
Sila ang
They're
mga
the TVA.
They're the TVA.
That's a wrong adobo you create on the
Ipang
Nexus
pro
event.
nila ang mga kanang kuan variant nga adobo pa. the sacred adobo bitaw. I-maintain nila.
And at the end of it, there's just si Jonathan Majors naghihapon.
Kaurog
It's
adobo.
like, yeah, man, you've been making the wrong adobo. We can't be having that shit.
Hey, spoiler.
I'm sorry.
It's spoilers to the adobo.
Essentially, nakita na nato no, murag mao na siya ang nahitabo.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to prune everything else.
True.
I don't know. Like dako kayo ang kanang backlash niya. And then it's just people trying to do their job probably. Like you can't say there are people dying because like they're different like
Maybe they
departments.
just made up the job.
murag people dying isn't really DTI's kanang thing.
That's not part of my job description, sir.
And it's probably just a press release. They probably haven't spent
I have a question
resources.
though. Like, why is the DTI doing this? They're in the Department of Trade and
Yeah,
Internal Affairs.
Pero standardization
Trade and
of
industry
kuan industries man.
Who is that for?
The international audience.
Why?
Okay.
What does it matter?
Because we are a global economy.
So we're like exporting adobo now?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess no. Like,
Why?
if you want to eat like some kind of authentic na Philippine food, like, you would want to have like this is the standard. Ingani ni
I don't know because in Japan they have multiple types of ramen and nobody's
Yeah.
like, oh, let's make a standard like.
Sure
like,
nga wala po standard ng Japan.
No, I mean,
Kaya I
they
think
have-
napod
they have
sila
a
yung mga
standard.
authorities for standardization.
Yeah,
po.
but not like one whole because like every region in Japan has like different kinds of ramen.
Yeah.
Like unlike the Philippines, we're having one like
Parehas
recipe.
naman, even if lahi ang recipe nila for specific regions, I think it would make sense that they also have if this goes out, like it should at least have this kind of core element or whatever. Ingana.
So like maybe they're just trying to decide which are the core elements
Yeah.
that we need to incorporate to have a true adobo.
So
I don't know.
The backbone of the
For
adobo.
example, for Japanese ramen, it has to be like
It has
I
to
don't
have
know,
noodles.
The broth has to be like boiled for 24 hours. Diba?
Not really.
No.
It has
No,
to be made
there
by
are-
someone who's Japanese.
There's some broths
Dapat
that
Pinoy ra
are
mo
like.
kayo mo.
There's some
Yeah,
broths that are
True
I think-
adobo. It's made by a
Ato na
Filipino.
Ato na i-satag sa ilang council. Kanang only Filipinos or kanang
Can make
half-blood
adobo.
Filipino or kanang Filipino citizens
Can make adobo.
can make a Filipino adobo. Di, Filipino adobo man. Dili man siya adobo
not,
kay...
not
I think
Spanish
di mo ida
adobo.
makaingon og kanang we own adobo.
I
Bito.
don't think
We
so.
can own adobo.
We can say it now. I mean, China's owning
What if-
samgyeopsal. So we can own something too.
When this exploded, a friend of mine posted a video about what's this Thai dish? Pad Thai.
Patay.
Oh.
And I haven't fact checked this, by the way, but I'm gonna tell
We
it
never
anyway.
do that on the
Ay, okay,
show.
see.
We don't.
So apparently, Pad Thai is not a
Thai.
traditional
Thai dish.
Thai dish.
No way.
It was invented
Like
in
the
the
Chinese.
20th century by the first president, I think.
Yo,
Is he a president or is it the head of state?
Mm.
When they overthrew the monarchy.
Wow.
In celebration.
and then they made noodles to celebrate it.
So, to boost national pride and notoriety in the international stage, one of the projects of this head of state is to make a state dish.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
so, yeah, he went at so he had his court make different dishes to research what would sell in the masses. And then at the time, since they just overthrew the monarchy, they were really poor.
Oh.
And then so they just looked at what they could make
Get-
easily and sell a lot of. It was rice noodles. So they made like any dish
With rice noodles.
with rice noodles and then pad thai.
That's it.
So-
Yeah, and then they marketed
So it was a marketing scheme.
It was
Yeah.
made
Mo
out
nang
of...
naithay sa
Oh.
pangan.
Yeah, maybe
yeah,
no.
official kayo
It's
siya.
Thai noodles, pad thai.
No.
Yeah,
Let's say pad day.
noodles.
Also Thai noodles.
I mean, I think so. Yeah,
Thai noodles.
Is it called pad because it's a flat noodle?
maybe you can write on it.
So ano mahal kayo ng pad thai sa... Just
Bitaw.
bleep out the other restaurant. Ano mahal man kayong pad thai dito sa
Siam Palace?
Spice Fusion.
Spice
Tag 250 man na. Barato naman din ng pad thai dapat. Tungod na hipon na pwede na siya 300 plus.
Pizzas are really fucking expensive.
Ah,
It was supposed to
yeah,
be for poor people.
Oh, yeah. That's all
Speaking of
carbs.
kanang government
Pizza is
mandated nga ko.
Standardized pizza?
Pizzas.
Napolitan
Yeah.
pizza is like really strict.
What?
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Kita mo ato na imo na ka ng mga officials nga
Yeah.
kanang mo certify nga imong gihimo kay
It's
Pizza Neapolitana.
Neapolitan.
And is it tasty? Is it that good?
I mean, it's Neapolitan. That's
it's
so
actually
sure.
it's from Naples.
Is that what it means?
Is there like a place in Cebu
Hey.
City that sells
Naples?
Adobo?
So, I'm pretty sure you can check out some nipples online.
I mean, like legitimate.
Adobohan?
Like, no, Neapolitan
Pizza.
pizzas.
There used to be in Streetscape.
What's it called?
I forgot.
Certified sila?
Certified, yeah.
So I think kana mo na siguro na
Maybe that's what they want to do.
eventually
Yeah, siya
what
adobo.
will happen
Yeah.
sa kuan adobo like kana uy certified na silang adobo yung ikaon ba?
Mura di man sa tingin na kailangan ng certify mo.
Adi pero di man siya kanang
I don't
thing
know.
that would prevent us from
Okay.
doing
I have a question
the shit
though.
that we're doing
Why does it
now.
seem so ridiculous?
I think we blew it out of proportion po
Yeah.
sa
Yeah,
atong kanang
tiny.
What? You
everyone-
complained about it too.
I did not.
No.
I was like, I'm chill about this. Why
sa
not?
atong meme culture ba kay nahimo gisog yaw standardized na adobo mo na ang reaction dayon ba.
And then it's like they piled on to the kanang jokes about how incompetent ang government, or they get angry
yeah.
at people for like nothing. So like,
I don't
so if
know.
we get the wrong adobo, we get jailed now. And then,
Oh,
like,
pero ako to, I was saying that, pero kay ba pag ko nga, bitaw, di naman kayo siya inana ka
Yeah, di
ridiculous
man siguro.
nga kanang kuan po.
there's no adobo red tagging
Okay.
problem.
Ano ka na nga,
Okay.
DTI ba no? I just wanted to do my job. I love the Philippines.
To share adobo to the world.
So they established pad thai, and then
Sounds like apartheid.
established pad thai, and then so the government made an entire infrastructure where if you wanna open a Thai restaurant anywhere in the world, and then you follow the standard, they'll bankroll your restaurant wherever you are. Ingana sila ka like
Serious about
That's
Yeah.
really
Sa dato may
So-
Thai po. Mga Thai ba?
Are they still doing it
But they
now?
were poor, diba? Katong
I'm
last
not sure.
Let's just all open pad thai restaurants. That sounds good.
You gotta be Thai. And kanang dapat.
We're Malays.
Di, mo-follow lang ko sa ilang standards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's the measure na to karon whether DTI does a good job. So like they standardize first. What are they gonna
Maybe
do
they should
afterwards?
I think like DTI should maybe have explained their goals, Dan.
It's weird, man.
I think naman ilang goals sa ilang mga
Then
posts.
we just memed it to shit.
Oh.
I was like,
Ni pile on lang gid ang mga
actually,
especially something like adobo where people are very sensitive with adobo.
Are
they?
That's why I'm so tired of this conversation because people get so irritated.
By
Like
their adobo?
if I talk about adobo for like 10 minutes, I'm pissing off someone.
Someone is just furiously like shaking.
Yeah,
I don't
that's not adobo.
You know what?
Kailangan kasi mo tilang bay leaves ba?
It's
Calm
because
down.
of the high blood from all that fat.
I think
Ikaw times ka high blood mo kay ka.
I think the thing about adobo is that it's also kind of a ang status niya in the kitchen is it's a very easy last minute dish because it doesn't have a lot of fancy ingredients. You just have the meat and then everything else that comes with it is like what you put on other dishes, for example, like onions and garlic. And then if you want to be fancy, you put potatoes and egg. But kanang maybe because they're trying to put some kind of like standardization here, everyone is suddenly like, but it's just street food. Why are we like, how come there's no standardization for kwekwe or something to properly promote the Filipino culture or banana Q?
there's no such thing as just a street food.
What?
Dapat natin ka ng nobility into our own food
Netflix.
and culture.
So i-elevate dapat.
You know what we should do? We should make a food anime.
Fuck food anime. Fuck anime.
You got your tressa already, okay? Stop it.
I mean, like, we had a basketball anime. Was it
Was that
Barangay
Slam
1 to 3? 1 to 4?
Really?
Yeah, we do. It's on Netflix now, too.
Dang.
What they should make is Filipino B-stars.
What?
That's what we need.
I think one of the fears said sa kana pag standardize kay, diba, like we standardize language said before, like as a Filipino, but it's mostly Tagalog lang gihapon.
bitaw.
So I think
no.
the fear here is like people will like we have our own regional nga dish na we call adobo and then tungod kay nasa Luzon na pod kay murag ang Luzon na pod ang makuan niya erase na pod ang kanang
Adobo erasure din.
yeah adobo
You're
erasure.
erasing our culture.
Like
Grabe talaga.
Instead of
imperialistic
standardizing.
adobo. Ito murag ka na after 10 years ba kinanay adobo imperial. Ya mo na ang standard adobo niya. Nanay rest line of adobo sa kuan.
Sub-adobos.
You know what's crazy? After DTI posted that, I went on like Googled adobo and then Wikipedia. So I read the entire thing and all the many varieties of adobo where it came from. There's no mention of Bisaya adobo.
Oh
Lagi.
no.
Ang katong Zero. fried nga shit. Yeah. Like zero.
But your soup adobo is a part of it. But
Yeah.
Hey, my mom made soupy adobo. And
Oh, mama nang murag dool man na sa standard ang
Maybe.
na
sa
siya
kuwan
yung
po.
sauce.
Di ka naman siya
sa
sauce.
Mindanao.
Maybe they erased Bisaya adobo because it's fried.
Kaya kalayo ra
It's
tayo
because
siya.
the one who wrote it was from Manila.
Maybe.
Yun na naman taga Manila.
Gabi magsawog yun ka ng discord between the
Alam mo mga bros, yung really weird here in Cebu is that yung bulalo tinawag yung pochero. It's wrong, dude. It's like pochero is like that meron siyang tomato sauce and then meron siyang saging and kamote and may cabbage.
Go back to Manila.
No one wants you here.
Hey bro, you're just appropriating my pochero word. It's bulalo, bro.
So, what else do you know about like itong other varieties like sa Spanish? Because I know na kanang sa Mexico, it's more like a sauce. Because like
Nasa na adobo?
Yeah, ila adobo, it's more like kanang sauce jud siya kay from the adobar nga
Adobar.
to what is that?
So from what I read, ang Filipino adobo, how we know it now, is actually different from the Spanish and Mexican adobo. When the colonizers arrived, they saw Filipinos marinating meat in vinegar, and they said, "Oh, these Filipinos trying to make adobo."
They knew that before we got here. They
Yeah.
already knew. We like that too.
Apparently, they're intelligent.
They came to it independently.
What we called adobo pre-colonization is now lost to history.
Really?
Or mo na ang paksiw.
Hindi na
May
paksiw.
basin.
Oh, paksiw.
Basin. Kay
No.
like ang early incarnations of adobo man kuno is wala pa siya soy sauce.
Oy, soy sauce. Puti.
Way.
Puti
Yeah.
nga adobo. Niya, mo na siya ang gitawag na to,
Paksiw.
paksiw sa local nga kuan.
But they used like coconut vinegar.
When you hear paksiw, what comes into your mind na paksiw?
Paksiw nga isda una, niya secondary kay lechon.
Lechon. May lechon.
Kamo, parehas eh?
Same thing.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero ang isda nga paksiw, essentially adobo rum gyapon siya.
Pero wala adobo na isda, ano?
Wala.
No, there's adobong manok, baboy, may adobo.
Di ba na-is ka
kangkong?
Na adobong baka.
No.
Adobo
Adobong
baka?
kangkong, adobong okra, adobong talong,
Oh, adobong kangkong.
Oh my God.
sounds yummy.
adobong unsay tawag na? Squid?
Oh, beta.
Adobong pusit.
Pusit, yeah.
I thought that was just
Oh,
pusit.
kana nga
What's
sauce
adobong
din adobo
kangkong
day. Dili siya, more siya saucy, dili siya soupy.
So, like adobo is
Mamuna
this
ako ka ng-
soup-based. Jude. So it doesn't necessarily like you can put anything in it as long as you have soy sauce, vinegar, and sugar. And that's instantly adobo.
Basta na siya aslom-aslom.
And I think dapat simple ra jud ang ingredients. It can only have like 1 or 2 extra things in it.
Ano kay lamian ng adobong isda, no? Soy ka.
Paksiw na na yung
Maghimo
toyo.
lang.
Kung magluto mo og adobo or humba or anything else nga kana near ana nga kuan sa una. Ingnan ba mo nga pagbutang ana sa tanan nga ingredients ay yung gilabti. Tabuni lang siya.
No.
Kay nana siya sa paksiw. Kanang kung sa isda ba.
Oh yeah, when I make paksiw, ingana lang.
Ibutang na nimo tanan. Yeah. Dapat i-on na nimo ang kanang heat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
imo
then
na siya
itabon
pasagdan.
lang.
Oo. Yeah,
Hindi
ay nang
siya
hilapti
laptan.
kay malain daw na siya ang tilaw.
Yo.
I don't know na
Mahimo na
malay.
siya adobo.
Kung siya adobo ka lang.
But what I liked about the ingredient, so pag himog paksiw kay easy ra jud siya na you don't have to fry everything na preliminary, you just cut all the ingredients and then isagol na lang nimo sila tanan inside
Mark
the
simple
pot.
siya sa kanang adobo nga kuan, di ba?
I think iba ko sa paksiw.
Anso.
Kaya like it's usually fish, di ba? And ang fish magod kung lutoon nimo kay
Boy, pa.
Magkaguba-guba siya.
Yeah.
Kanapod.
Bito.
Okay.
Nibutang na nimo sa kung magpaksiw kag tarong nga fish kay kanang sa clay pot nga mangkok.
Oh, I like that one.
Nakalami the mga
Maybe because they didn't have Teflon back then, you know.
No.
That's why I didn't register paksiw.
kay
Ours is un-un.
inununan.
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 Yeah.
Oh, mao pa na sa amo inununan ang tawag
Pero
na sa.
unsay kalahian sa inununan o
Wala.
paksiw?
Same ra.
Ilipangon.
Like murag humba o adobo.
Sumukha.
Pero para nako kay ang
May
humba
saging
dool
ng
siya og
humba
kuan.
lagi.
Na siya kanang dool siya og Chinese nga flavoring. Like na katong mga tausing
na
kuan.
siya kanang kanang
Katong yellow nga thing pud.
kanang kanang colorant.
So, turmeric?
Achwete?
Achwete.
Ay, achwete.
Gamay, nga
Diba?
puwa ang
Yeah,
puwa ang
yeah,
karne
yeah.
basta humba.
Sila sa chwete.
So would you say humba
What's
is a
your spice?
subset of adobo?
Basin.
What?
I would. Ako ngayon
Hala.
ko.
I feel like I used to not think pero basin
It's
it
a
now looks
subset.
like from the evidence.
So, mas nag-una ang adobo kaysa sa humba.
Hindi kay namay ka ng braised pork sa China. Yang braised pork sa China ang recipe kay
Char
parehagit kaysa sa humba. Niya. Basing giduol lang nato sa adobo ang kanang char siu inana kay mora may nanato. So kanang brag inani siya nga style pero ato lang butang ano gamay nga Chinese nga things para daghan ba yung Chinese recipe.
Si Rizal said that ang lumpia di man na Chinese daw.
Ano man?
Okay, like he had an entire chapter, diba, about like how the Chinese just nangabot daw sila sa Philippines. Like we're not fact checking, okay? It's based off my memory, and then because I remember I got mind blown. Okay, there's a chapter sa Elfili na kanang sinasabi nila na yung lumpia is by the Chinese, but hindi naman pala. It's like it was just made by Filipinos, and they said it was Chinese para lang exotic siya nga food.
Di man siguro.
Does no one remember this on Elfili?
Daghan mo kay evidence of kanang spring rolls dito sa gawas.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Vietnamese has spring
They
rolls.
have, they
so.
do have.
Oh yeah, speaking of the Vietnamese, kanang apparently gi-colonize man din na sila sa France.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Parang
and
na
then
sila bagets
there
para
is
sa
na kanang
banh mi.
banh mi, and I baguette, and then I pate. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because of the French. And then ilalang gisagulan og ilang herbs. And, like, now it's banh mi.
That's magic.
See, niya, masel gyapon nila as Vietnamese ng thing.
Yeah, and there's no French people na nasuko nila na you're appropriating our culture.
Wait, did the Spanish ever get that? That we're appropriating
Wala man sila
adobo?
nalain nga ang adobo nga word kay gikan man na sa ilo. Like ang word itself, dili ang pagkaon.
Bito.
I think ang akong is like we're slowly getting into like a climate where anyone who tries to get something from another culture that isn't theirs is immediately like flogged for like
what?
you're appropriating, you're stealing, or ganang wala kay ano. Like even with food, I mean it happens with like clothes, and then like of course makasabta na mga rituals nila na appropriating, but sometimes when it comes to clothes, and now like siguro na ay food na mahitabo ra sad na.
No, I think like in general, like people are more optimistic. No, not the word. Like generous when it comes to food, because there's like a lot of fusion. Like cultures mix a lot with food. Maybe it's because like there's this inherent need to share food. You know, to share your own recipe, to share your.
You don't think some like Phil with diaspora is just gonna like see an adobo and go like my culture is not your lunch or
I mean, it is lunch.
my culture is not your lunch.
I mean, because like if you eat something or you create something, you are partaking in that culture. So
Yeah.
it's more like sharing, right?
Yeah. So ngano wala man tayo nga na for like if na white girl na magsulubog kimono and then my culture is not your prom dress. Excuse me.
I think kanang appropriation kay mostly mo na siya sa for like I don't know, like the mga ceremonial things na ilang gihimo as common things. Like you have to earn those symbols, but then gihimo lang siya kanang fashion statement, which is not good, I guess.
Food is different. Food is meant to be shared.
Because like if you eat the food, it's like you're
Partaking in
you're recognizing that this is not the food that you usually eat. Like this is someone else's food, but I'm trying it out.
Okay, mag-tea ceremony biya ng Japan. And then,
Stay niya, mag-tea ceremony. Ito nga niya gatas ang iya ceremonial tea.
Dear Japan, we currently
Japan,
in the
take
house.
this Japana from us.
Currently in our house, we have a box of ceremonial matcha, and Tiny just. Why ceremony? She just puts hot water in it and goes crazy.
Get this, she uses a teaspoon. Di ba kailangan
you
mo
need
siya
a whisk?
Yeah, you need a whisk.
Dapat ana-anaan ba na ni mo, di ba?
Until it goes wrong. I'll let you know, it's not ceremonial, it's standard grade.
Yo, bro, that's what it says in Shopee. Ceremonial is part of the adjective.
Everyone gets it.
See, we have our crimes. We all have our crimes.
I think a French person will probably be like angry at you putting.
Yeah.
Or what's it any?
I don't know.
Whiskey.
Yeah, I remember.
Like it's supposed to put in a different class.
Ernest's girlfriend in Canada was like among gi tagay ang wine, and she was like, "Oh my god, naluwi ko sa wine. Fuck you. We want to get drunk and split it equally among everyone."
I think one of the kanang super, I'm gonna say super fascist, but you shouldn't say that. Like super kada kuan jud sa standards nila kay mga Italians jud. So like so pasta and pizza probably and other kind of yeah.
I mean like
They're always on our necks. Like every time we make Filipino spaghetti, it was like, why are you doing that to spaghetti?
Oh yeah,
I was like, fuck yeah.
there was a post like that na I sent my Italian friend a picture of pasta nagibutangan og Heinz ketchup. They were like, what in the pasta is going on?
I think muna yung angay is standardized una sa DTI, no? Ang Filipino spaghetti ba? Para ma-validate bitaw siya in the international nga community. This is Filipino spaghetti, so wa mo'y masultihan eh.
Yeah.
Fucking Italians. So.
It's ours.
para the water na dyan ang Jollibee spaghetti ba?
Eh, lami mo ng Jollibee spaghetti.
Praise ba yato ni Anthony Bourdain ng
Jollibee spaghetti?
spaghetti?
Jolly spaghetti.
I mean, he could have been sarcastic.
I bet he loved it. He loves that kind of
It has
thing.
bloody hot dogs on. Oh wait, is he American?
He's
It has hot dogs on it.
Oh, ginitanong.
Wait, Bourdain, is he French?
No.
Hey, it has hot dogs on it.
I just showed you a video.
Bon appetit.
I showed you a video yesterday.
Ang pinakalam may mga fast food spaghetti sa Philippines kay KFC, manggod.
Di
In the 90s.
Oh.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
No,
Napay lamig ng
wrong.
fast food spaghetti.
Jolly spaghetti.
Ano naman?
Di
Murag
man
mo
lami
siya.
ang Jolly
Dili
spaghetti.
siya lamig per
Oh
standard
my
siya.
god.
Yeah.
Except, are you Italian?
It was better than the McDonald's spaghetti, which was the worst.
Aslong McDonald's spaghetti.
But the KFC spaghetti back in my time, my God, there was like, oh my God, no, mama, let's go to like KFC. Bahala na bati ang ilang Happy Meal toys pero lami ang ilang spaghetti.
Speaking of kana KFC standardization. Ang ilang kanang 11 herbs and spices nga chicken ba? Ibiyag yun.
But it was just, it's
Di
just
ba,
a
gitsa
one
nindot?
powder.
Hindi siya nindot ba?
5 spice ramen
Ito kanang normal nga kana ilang gipraise gid pagkaayo nga chicken nga mo
Yeah, I
ni
don't
siya.
like it all that much.
Weird siya niya.
I think
Ugaw niya kanang di siya crunchy, wala siya.
It's
Maybe it's just the way that
American
it's been cooked, or maybe like, because I remember there was a time. Maybe nostalgia na dyan. There was a time.
Defender kay ka KFC.
Because I think it's fallen from grace and I believe it can rise again.
This is a question that I also want to ask. Does anyone actually like KFC gravy? Because that shit
Yes,
sucks.
it's thick.
It's free.
It's the thickest of all the gravies na fast food.
No, what rin mong good kayang KFC gravy?
What
And then
kind
it
of KFC
tastes,
are you
it
going
tastes like
through?
burnt like something.
Lately it's been watery.
Watery.
Oh, I
I think Mona, like there's a free one that's all watery and burnt and then like kanang lami
kanang
na
nasa
ibutang
so-
nila sa kuan dun.
No.
There are two
There's
KFC
classes.
gravies.
It's classes like
One, this is the Nexus event sa kanang nahimog kanang gravy variant ang KFC.
Explain that name.
Kanang,
Variance, okay.
I remember kay like
Remember.
sa una, grabe kayo ko katihik anang mukha ng fast food. And then they came out with a 50 peso meal for KFC that was the chicken steak. And then like that's where liquidy kayo ang gravy niya with mushrooms.
Okay, mo man ang pinakabarato nilang kanang product.
Yeah, and that's why I
Nagkaon
kept
mo
buying
pagkuhan.
it because I really like the thick gravy niya. And then it's like, so I would order the chicken steak and then it would be like, yes, now it'll have gravy. And pag anan ako kay, why is it soupy? There must be something wrong. Miss order ako ng regular chicken. And then it was the thick gravy. And I was like,
yeah,
yes,
exactly.
I was right. I was right.
There's a KFC.
Para eureka moment where nag-ana ka og kanang
I was
consistency
like,
sa
one
duha
is
ka
like
kuan mo.
slow and one is like, I was right. And then if you add any more water to the already liquidy one, then you get the mushroom soup.
Oh, bitaw.
So mushroom soup may worst.
So the mushroom soup is the worst one.
Yan ay free. Ang free may middle. Ang free di ba kanang nasa dispenser ba?
Yeah, the free is the thick one, lagi hapon. And then
Ang pinakalami is kanang nugget sa cup. Nga makuha nimo sa manok.
So in conclusion, KFC sucks. Bye.
Dapat i-label nila taro ilang gravies.
Boo, KFC worst.
shut up here. You like Phantom of the Opera. Who can trust you?
Bea's on my side.
Therefore, Migs has to be true.
By extension.
Yes.
Hindi na ako ganahan sa KFC kay baho kay siya iti. May parts mga KFC nga baho kay iti.
What's it?
Poop.
Bird poop.
Tayo sa iring
What's up?
manok.
Dili jud ano. I can say na of all the quality control na fast food, ang KFC siguro ang pinaka like lahi jud ang ilang like levels of quality. Like the KFC in Jollibee in SM is different from like a KFC branch somewhere else.
Mga variant lagi na.
Yeah, mga variant. More variants.
Variance.
More Nexus events.
This
It's just
metaphor's
more-
really holding up, huh?
Like if you kill me, a more evil version of Colonel Sanders will come.
Racist Colonel Sanders. King.
Who's to say Colonel Sanders wasn't racist?
Yeah, it was all in white.
He's a colonel
And
Maybe
in
that's why.
Kentucky.
in the South.
Maybe that's why he
KFC
was
would
making
like to know
chicken
your
for all the
location.
black people.
No, but lasing.
It keeps them calm.
Hey, stop.
can't believe this is how we cycle through.
KFC ba?
Black KFC. Klansman fried chicken. It's like, oh my god, you just have like, oh my.
Discover na to. Discover
Like, he
na to.
brought in some from the barbecue, he brought some KFC. Oh, that one? It's like, no, it's Klansman fried chicken. I wanted to talk about like dishes besides adobo and their variations around the country.
I don't know. What
Like,
else?
Because we keep fighting about tinola. You and me. And then,
We do?
Yeah, because
Yeah, because
it's like,
you have chicken tinola.
yeah. And then you make chicken tinola mix.
Yeah.
Ano say ingredients nimo?
The most
Wrong.
important thing is water and chicken.
Luya.
Sounds like the lamest thing.
I mean, nobody taught me, so like I just make it out of like what I think tinola should taste like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit of ginger, chicken, water,
Kamunggay.
MSG,
Yeah.
and then salt.
Wala yung kamunggay. Papaya.
It depends. I mean, if na ako'y kamunggay, pag ako kamunggay for that.
Papaya or sayote.
It's sayote more than papaya.
Yeah, because it's hard to find like the green papaya on outside. But originally, tinola is supposed to have papaya. And you used to be able to buy that at Metro.
Oh
I don't
no.
know what happened.
In Cebu, we call that utan binisaya.
Di man guna.
lahi mo na.
Vegetables manggod ng utan binisaya good.
Tinawa kay tubig kam nakasagaran. Utan Bisaya kay it's mostly utan. That's why it's called utan Bisaya.
Ano siya? It has
Another.
Wala mo gay manok ang utan Bisaya. Tatak ramang tao eh.
It's either like kanang gagmay nga kanang dilis or something.
No, so I'm okay. Or maybe my mother's making it.
Maybe that's your parents and their kamunggay spaghetti.
Utan Bisaya kay o kanang si tawag ana. Kana bitawng murag fish nga gi smoked fish. Si tawag ana gani.
Tapa.
Ah.
Oh, tinapa ang gamit
That's the
ana sa utan
chicken.
Bisaya.
Ako makita na kanang mga gagmay.
Kanang dilis.
Barato tingay na.
Yeah.
Oh. Ang origa na kay tinapa man ay gamit sa kong lola. Unya, nami lain nga term ana ambot lang wapaw kadungan na diri lawoy.
Lawoy. Yeah,
that's familiar. That's not
I
gonna
think it's a Mindanao thing.
No, karon ko ka na.
Hey, is that the one that makes it kanang sticky?
Dili, lawoy is utan Bisaya.
Utan Bisaya.
Sa Mindanao.
I see.
Kamukha mo kuan mo lawoy ang
Utan
tawag
Mindanao
niya.
na.
Ikaw, Pion, sa may mong tinola. When I say tinola, what goes
It's
into your
always like kind of a spicy-ish nga fish
spicy-ish.
tinola.
Oh yeah, fish.
And then it's mostly just water. So.
Yeah.
Pero like,
Spicy?
ganahan ko saya pag like spicy.
Di kay,
'Cause
add
usually
man
it's
ng pepper.
Yeah.
Sili espada.
Unsay
Sili
vegetables
espada.
niya?
I don't know. I don't really eat them.
We would make tinola all the time because my parents would always go to Carbon. I pasil during the weekend, so we get really fresh fish. That's the important part. You have to get fresh fish because it's super sweet if you have fresh fish. Yeah, mugaw siya yung kalami. So that's why you just have water, ginger, water, and
Ginger.
and then tomatoes,
Tomato, yeah.
and kanang dahonan na onion.
Spring onion.
Spring onions.
Oh,
And that's it.
yeah. Do you put tanglad?
Sa
I think
amo
some
wala
people-
na.
Kung manok ay butangan tanglad.
What's tanglad?
Kanang lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
Yeah.
Lemongrass.
But that's where kaning the juices of the tinola really come out. And that's why it's clear. Yeah, lami ka na siya kung you're sick.
What's the local like lechon like in Mindanao? Like, could you say na best ra gyapon ang dili sa Cebu?
Nag-compete ang lechon sa Cebu and Iligan. Iligan wants to compete with Cebu.
Kaya man ang lechon.
Iligan? Okay ra. Compare it to here.
Parat kay ang lechon Cebu para nako.
Really?
Wow.
For my taste.
Weak. Maybe because you're supposed to eat it with rice.
Pero parat siya, paratan ko sa ilang timpla. Pero nindot siya og kanang crispness okay ra. Ano
Kasi
juicy.
kalahian sa Iligan na ano.
O katilaw giligan.
Oh, you know what I like in Iligan? Ito ilang palapa na murag mo man na ilang isuk-suk inside mga chickens to marinate it, and then they just took that and put it in a jar, and it's like so good. And then sakit kayo mong lobot the next day, but I don't know.
Is it spicy?
I think
Or
people
like-
it's spicy.
Spicy, okay.
It's very, and I think it's lemongrass and spring onion. They marinated it in something, but it's really good with kanang mga no?
Balik sa ta sa kanang
Asa na ta?
tinuwa. Na tinuwa nga variant diri sa Cebu nga kanang sa Cebu ra gid ko pag-abot kay
Unsa?
kanang siya ako.
Ito tawag.
Larang.
Ay, oo, Lara.
Tinuwa mo din na?
Yeah, more siya
Ako siya ma-count na kanang na siya sa tinuwa nga lane.
Yeah.
Kay isda man siya nga kuan.
Is that clear pa dyan ang sabaw?
Dili siya clear. Mo nakalahi niya kay
More siya clear siya compared to like something like pochero.
Oo.
Dili siya brothy, kanang light yung soup.
Nya ang lahi ra gid ana kay kung maglarang ka butanganan nimo og kanang ginisa. Kanang magisa ka og kanang na siya ahos kay ang ahos di magina nimo ibutang sa imong tinuwa ever.
What? My tinola is garlic.
It's a
Sa'yo
different
pa mo,
variant.
It's not standardized.
Yeah, standard.
Wow.
Pero kana ahos butangan nimo unya kanang ahos sana isa kanang usual nga kanang mga ginisa ba?
Onions.
O
Tomatoes.
butangan nimo tomatoes igisa na nimo ang tulo.
Ay.
Butangan nimo og kanang sambag.
Oh.
So nana siya aslom nga kuan.
Mo di ay.
Unya mo na siya mo nang mupuwa bitaw iyang kuan tungod na sa kanang onions nga imong gisa. So mupuwa gid imong broth.
Sa kalahi sa iyang kalami.
Ang nakalahi niya kay mura siya kanang naiginisa nga flavor nga tinuwa. Niya murag nagsigog kaon na pag abot na ako resibo. Kaya ko nga, may ba man siya?
I like it because it's very tomatoey.
Weird siya nga kana kay variation gid siya sa tinuwa para nako.
Di man po siya kay as lasaw as tinoa.
Mas lasaw ang
Fake kay siya dating.
Thanks siya. That's why I thought it was like a completely different dish na dili nimo butang sa
Pero hindi siya
tinoa.
super thick.
Dili.
Nagyapon siya sa watery.
Pero na siya
side
oil
for me.
nga kanang na siya visual nga kanang oil nga puwa. Sa kuan,
Sa
kamatis
ginisa.
nga gigisa nimo.
Okay. I accidentally made kanang tinola nga amazing kayo. Okay, I ran out of fish and then ang nasa akong freezer is tinapa.
Whoa.
Nice.
And I wanted soup. I didn't wanna like cook it like any other way. So I made tinola. Yeah.
Kay nanay flavor ang kanang
Amazing siya. Sorry, I'm so
Okay lang.
Sa The Kingdom, naman siguro ko naka-notice ang dried fish, you're supposed to put it in the soup and then it'll expand and then it'll add like flavor to your soup.
Yung ano mo na, diba kung na kay...
Kung pobre ka.
Oh.
I mean, what was the sound that was supposed to go was, oh. And then it
Kanang porridge with... Lugaw?
Lami mo good na with
With kaning dried
Buwad.
fish.
But you guys still eat like dried fish by itself, right? By not putting it in soup. And then imong i-apil with kamatis when you eat it.
Depende.
No, dili mi kaayo with kamatis.
Usually,
Suka.
kamahal man.
Requirement
So-
kung kaon ka kuan.
Suka and kamatis mo. And then, pinakalamig dyan siya fried rice ang iyong apil.
I was just thinking of cutting like of all the recipes we've been going through and cutting so far tinola lang utan binisaya ako yun like kind of healthy. I'm just thinking of like all the salt and the fat and the
We were meant to die early.
As Filipinos,
We were meant to die.
we're just like the Hawaiians na murag the reason daw nga dali kay mo dako ilang bodies is because they were supposed to be like Moana people na murag they're meant to be always active, and then because ning abot na ang like civilization and then like ang mga cities and it's easier to get food, that's why grabe daw kayo sila maka-gain of weight because their bodies are not supposed to be like that. So I think parehas na sa ato.
Di man ta meant na mag-inom na permi. Pero we can. So we will.
That's an interesting thing. I think mo po ng reason sa mga Inuits
no.
sa kanang in the really icy regions.
Yeah, because fat keeps you warm.
Yeah, cause like they're supposed to like not eat for a long time. Maghuwat jud sila na kanang naay kanang makuha nila
Lost
from
polar bears.
makuha nila from their
I wonder what it
catches.
tastes like. No, kind of like pure lard.
So-
I-frozen mo na. I watch people eat whale meat for 3 hours. It was so good. And they look so yummy, but they were
Bang na nga we 3 hours.
yeah, because like there were like small documentaries, and then I watched other people eat whale meat. It was like kind of ceremonial, like they get like
okay.
a big piece of whale meat, and then they ask everyone to like come around, and then they eat the whale meat because it's like a tradition.
Ano daw, useful
And then-
daw kayo ng whales. They don't just eat it like, ang fat daw sa whales gamiton nila for fuel.
Oil. Yeah, they use it as oil.
Like they can't use it if they're dead.
Wait, the
So unsa to?
What were you gonna say?
Ayaw pasabot kay ang Inuits na pa sila problem with kanang
because
food
like
and
oh,
kuan
okay,
karon.
like for example, tungod na
modern.
kailangan sila mo gawas to like get mag-catching fish, and then kailangan pa sila magdaghang activities to get food. And then supermarkets started to pop up in like the Inuit communities. And then people just started to like get food from the supermarket instead of like catching fish like they used to. And now nidako na sila maayo.
Oh.
Filipinos.
I wonder like what kind of vegetation they eat there now.
Wala, just fish.
Just fish?
Yeah.
So how do they
Kind
gain
of
like
maybe
vitamins and minerals?
There's water around that place, right?
As long as you're alive, I guess.
Bita na, mo-adapt mo ng human body to kanang lack of
where
nutrition
they're
po. Mo nang napoy mga particular subsets of genes like kanang mga people nga dali ra kay sila maigo og certain nga mga sakit. Kay di sila ilang bodies kay dili well adapted ana sa ilang kanang throughout history ba. So,
So, like,
dali ra gid ka maka-wipe out og mga tao kung yung mga bago ilang diet, putangan nimo sila kanang lain nga pathogens mga.
So different ethnicities have different nutritional values.
World War I generals would like to know your location. Is that the origin of mustard gas? They do not eat the mustard.
Put it in the hot dog.
And the Americans just like,
Si Dr. Frankenfurter man
that's some pretty good shit. What you call it? It's not vacuum.
Oh, I learned something new about like diets food. Nang dili ra genetics ang tanan na mo decide kung unsa ka kataas.
Really?
Yeah, it's also in your diet.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's why you drink milk, yeah?
No, it's not
Jennifer.
it's not just milk. Okay, like naman you can also change it man daw. Okay, like there was this thing that they did in South Korea where they wanted to be tall.
How old were they?
Like I don't know, I think mga 1950s. That's also like young jud sila na generation. And then they wanted to like make a new generation of Koreans to be taller. So
Post-war man siguro na nila.
so murag slowly kay ilagi gamay ang rice nila nga diet. So instead of a lot of rice, they
Pickled vegetables.
no, they just
More meats?
More meats.
Oh, murag
Yeah,
high
that makes-
protein
What is
ilang
this, a
kuan.
paleo
That's how
diet?
Samgyup happened.
Yeah, because like most people eat meat, and diba, like Koreans really love their meat there. They
That's
got
interesting.
taller because of that, because of like a lower
Are
rice
they sure
diet.
it's just
Like mo man nila
or is this Korean propaganda?
Giplan siya nga
Yeah,
kanang like
they wanted-
government
think
nga
so.
level
I don't know. What from?
para makabuild sila kanang mga super
So mao na ang reason nga na
Koreans
magbo kay
to beat
ta,
the North.
I don't know.
because we eat so much rice.
I don't know. Like
Mexicans are also really short
I don't know the.
because they
Like,
also eat a lot
really?
of rice.
I ate a lot of.
you're very
No, I
tall.
always ordered the spaghetti.
That's so carbs.
I didn't order the fried chicken until I was already in high school.
Like,
Is that why? I'm 5'11".
wow mo flex gid ka sa atong listeners.
Yeah.
I don't get the correlation though between protein and height, like bone growth, because protein is with muscle, not really
Naman po
bone
daghan nga
density.
calcium kuan nga
Calcium
component
with
sa
meat.
kanang meat. Oh.
Not really.
Like, mga cartilage naman na sila mga
Kanang mga cartilage.
calcium
na.
siguro mga kuan.
Siguro.
Mm.
Instead, not just meat, but like cartilage itself.
Pero ang elimination sa rice or ang elimination sa rice may
Or-
makapataas or ang
or the
addition sa rice sa
addition.
ato may makapamubo na.
Makamumbo. Basta, no?
Maybe
No.
the
I don't know.
addition.
That's a,
Or maybe-
that's a good question.
Dapat
Maybe
ikuan
it's just
mo.
making
That's
us fatter and bend more.
Pero,
Maybe
Korea. You would
Find
like
the
to have a
genius.
talk.
I mean, maybe the rice is making us short. Okay, like rice is pretty vacant of nutrition,
Mm.
diba?
Feeling naman gid siya.
Especially white rice.
Pero important mo
Mo siya kanang placeholder ba?
Mito extender
Mo siya kanang lorem ipsum sa imong pagkaon.
Dili, uy. Kaya ang macros mo na to, 30% carbs, 30% proteins, and I don't know what's the rest.
Okay.
No, like carbs are still important. That's why it's go, grow, and
Yeah.
glow.
Yeah.
Like go is carbs, so you need carbs. You can't like just go like totally
Yeah.
without it. Like
Zero ginom carbs. Liquid carbs.
Maybe lahi nga carbs, not rice.
kinsa.
Kaya like, I don't know,
no.
like,
I mean, rice is still okay, man, but getting just in like smaller consumptions.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
think not the way we eat it.
I don't think we
Yeah.
should demonize rice.
We should. Just for the sake of
No
argument.
one is demonizing rice. It's just if you eat less, you get
Rice is
taller.
bad. You get short because of rice. Pia said so.
No, yes, that's right.
Probably.
Thanks, Korea.
Probably.
Maybe DTI
Should
should.
standardize, right?
No, we need to eat more meat.
Standardize ka ng rice.
Set an amount.
Oh, ka ng half
The
rice.
right amount. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, we used to be the #1 research center for rice, right? During
Like ang world. Kuan ka
During
ng...
Marcos times.
love the rice.
let's not mention Marcos.
Hey, we should.
I remember
history.
we were dating, and then like one of your things was
Oh,
like,
shit.
"Well, you know, during the Marcos times, we had the highest amount of like rice research," and I was like, "Huh?
Because my dad is
Can
crazy.
you take your shirt off?"
That's what you.
Let me see how the rice doing.
It's such a shame because we created one of the kanang short
Rice
short
Institute.
grain.
Yeah.
We had a rice institute, and rice used to be very fragile. Okay, ano kaya siya, dali kaya siya maano sa mga storms, sa really bad
yeah.
weather. So they crossbred it with another kind of short grain rice to make it more stable and to produce more rice. Pero what happened?
Marcos. Mano yung mga
I don't know what happens, honey.
Me either.
That was a
I'm asking.
cliffhanger.
Speaking of cliffhangers, I think
We
magkuhan
need
pa si Rita
one.
for part 2.
Oh no.
We're gonna take a short break.
Gabi siya ka-feeling kayong first half.
Yeah.
Busog na kayo ko, minaw pa lang.
Yeah. You want a sandwich? I'll make one.
Gigutom.
First, a message from our sponsors.
Yay!
Lingawa aning podcast, uy. Pero usahay, gimingaw man ko anang lokal nga Cebuano music. Asa man ko makadungog ana? Pia?
Check out our friends from Pawn Records and Pawn Press, who recently migrated their local goods, music, and literature to online shopping channels Lazada and Shopee.
Lingawa ba sa aning spirals o verbs?
Support your favorite local authors, artists, and musicians. Score their books as well as physical releases. 60% of the profit will go directly to the authors and artists. Don't want to pay online? The good news is you can order these items via COD. So check out shopee.ph/pawnpress and lazada.com.ph/pawn-press now.
Once again, another sweet clap by Migs. Like, you should work in films, bro.
Yeah.
Ito, lagay lame sa films.
Like sweet
Very
claps.
So, napana siya ka ng, ano ba na, i-lick yung finger mo, ano siya sabihin. Clap.
It's a win. Para sa... I have no
The
idea.
part that gets colder, pasabot din pa doon ang direction sa wind. Am I right? I mean, that was my statement. Am I right?
I have no idea.
Like, that's the first explanation I've heard about it.
Yeah, because I saw people doing it in golf and and then okay, maybe because like blow ang wind, the colder part.
Really?
Parang weird na ka ng tilapa nila.
Yeah.
Like sexual thing ba?
Oh no, jud nila.
That's really nasty if that's sexual.
I can't have a
Germs.
boner right now.
Louis a
Germs.
window. I was like, what was that?
I feel so violated.
It's the wind! It's the wind!
Siguro no, if like someone just blowjobs you in the open air and then like makaboras goes in directions sa wind.
It's the monsoon.
Land breeze, sea breeze.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Okay.
Talaga ito storya.
Headwind,
I
ugly
don't
wind.
know.
Not a headwind eh.
Kana all ni Harry Potter si Headwind. Are we gonna continue on food?
Uy, food,
I
food.
feel like
Oh yeah.
we're not done yet.
Tayo.
Food.
Bitaw.
This is the kanang second serving, second helping.
Wow.
Main course, you would say, or dessert?
Sa niya buhaton like sa kanang, di ba buffet man na usually do dang kuan.
Are there still buffets? I mean, yes. Again. Continue your statement.
So yeah, like there the buffets usually ang kanang mga birthday parties. So unsa inyo tactic ana Like, do you go all of it first, or like gagmay lang ang servings, or just like go all of it? Nadagko nga servings so that you don't have to come back.
There was a time that Bayani and I would just binge all of the buffets in Cebu.
Not healthy.
It was not healthy. We gained a lot of weight.
Before you get to the eating in the restaurants na tag 200 ang meals, you have to go through the buffet phase where isulito nimo ang tanan nimong kwarta.
Like quantity ba? Quantity mode pa.
And then you realize na all of these buffets kay it's just a huge amount of subpar food. And then you evolve to the restaurant na okay naman din 250 ang alami ka.
But you haven't answered Pia's question though.
Yeah, because you said it, and then I was building under what you said, and now I will build up to what Pia said. And then the tactics will...
Skip the technicals.
The tactics, in my opinion, the tactics are very dependent on the marital status of the person, or relationship status.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, relationship status. Because lahi na siya, if single ka nga tao na nag-buffet, o if nakay kakuyog na uyab sa party during a buffet.
What we do is we tag team.
Yeah. What we do is we get multiple plates, and then I tell baby you get side A, then I'll get side B, and then we'll have our own mini buffet na mag-share lang mig plate dito sa headquarters na mo. But if you're single, what I do is no rice dapat. So and then you can get
Number one ginasyan.
number one is no rice, and then
You get taller.
Bitaw. I was gonna say.
maybe that's why I'm 5'11".
It's all the buffet.
Which is impressive for a Filipino. And then I get like little of everything. As little, like more like maybe if there's a lumpia, I'll get maybe one lumpia. Like gamay sa tanan nga plate. And then I'll sample all of that. And after I sample everything, kay ano na dayon ko like, these are the delicious ones and I will get more of them.
What I do is I just take one big giant plate of salmon and that's it.
Yeah.
No, kung walay
Yes.
birthday party ba, walay salmon so.
What kind of birthday parties are you going to?
Inga na din nga buffet. Okay.
Okay. A birthday buffet. Pansit?
So it's just
I think there are some people na ang ilang moderation na sila to the Lechon line kay like
Kung birthday party, lechon, no?
It's the first thing that everyone gets. So mahot na siya.
Kay unhan man dyan mo
Yeah,
ang
yeah.
crispy na skin. Kay maunhan ka ana.
Maglamat
care
na
for
kay
the
kumulinya jud ko tarong.
I don't really care that much for the skin.
You don't care that much for the skin?
Yeah. Like
Migs.
everyone wants the skin.
Kailangan ako
It's
sa
so
ni
mainstream.
zoom in sa
Yeah.
imo para ma-crucify ka sa Filipino community.
I understand.
Pakibalik sa imong statement.
Say,
Rewind.
I don't care so much for the skin.
Wait, conviction?
Yeah, because
Wait. There's a pro to this. I will always stand beside Migs. I always invite him to parties because
So
like
you can
he doesn't eat.
So you can get a skin.
Yeah. People like me
Migs,
because when they
Migs.
give me the skin, I give.
go get skin and then you give it to me.
what I do about the lechon is no one ever touches the head, and then the skin around the head is actually like crispy siya,
Yeah,
like for the
yeah.
longest time.
No.
Andiri sa neck.
Oh, ganun din sa forehead. Crispy ni.
The head makes
Andungan
me
kay
feel
murag sakit na
things.
sa ngipon. I can't do that anymore.
Like, I feel things looking at the head. So, like,
Yeah.
no,
I was
thank
like murag looking at the tongue, and it's like maluto pa ng tongue siguro no. Lengua.
Leave it for the leftovers.
Then
Filipino food is mostly leftovers.
yeah,
Really?
from our Spanish na overlords.
No.
Like kanang, oh yan, kainin mo yung utak. I mean, el kain the
What?
braino. What's the Spanish, Pia?
Okay, so it's imperative. So you go, it's comes,
Are we really doing this?
and then you get the S out because it's imperative. It's come. So you eat the brain. El cerebro? I have no idea.
And lengua.
Come. El cerebro.
Sakto naman sa Migs, like, overrated man ang skin. Ang tinuod man na lami sa lechon ang personality. Or the marinade, I would like to say.
Sabi marinade ang lechon?
Ang sa Cebuano lechon.
Or ang timpla mo pa sa
Ang na siya sweat? Na siya kanang...
Ang
So, like, remember when we went to Karkar? Na sila karang sabaw?
Lechon sauce.
Oh yeah, that's what I really like
think
about
Drippings,
Karkar lechon.
drippings.
That was
you know,
the juices.
Yeah, because mukapit jud siya sa kanang taste sa lechon. When you like, it's not like kanang toyo ug soka na or mang tomas na it's a separate thing, but it's like more like the lechon is missing something, and then pag ana na sa tawag ana singot, and then pag ana na sa singot, it's like where
It's home.
it's complete.
Masaya bro siya ka ng tunga aron nimo ang lechon into kanang 2 pieces. Ang moisture niya ug ang iyang meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, if i-reconstitute nimo yung meat with the moisture nga nawa niya, which is the drippings,
It becomes a
becomes
whole.
a better
This
a
is
pig.
some
It
gas.
becomes
It's a
a
whole
pig.
pig again.
So moisture, meat,
Whole pig.
among anak kay the whole pig. Baboy. Whoever that is.
Wait, so wala din na marinade para make it red?
Wala.
No.
Wala.
I don't know, like, I know that they brush like soy sauce
yeah.
on it while they roast it.
Ang uban, sa amo kay kuan, Sprite.
Sprite?
Kay lemon siya.
Sprite mo yung pampakuan sa Butuan City.
Why?
Shout out.
Yeah.
BXU.
What's the...
Abi na kog sugar makes the skin not so crispy.
What?
Sprite ba?
Well, ano crispy man ang banana Q.
Crispy din banana cube.
Na sure.
Yeah.
Yung ano, good. It's kind of like soft.
Dili na siya hard shell of sugar.
Pero dili man mong shell of sugar ang lechon.
Hypothesis.
So what makes it crispy?
Wala ko kay baw.
Ang iya pag roast.
Yeah, ang pag-roast niya.
Or basin crispy na siya daan before pa siya gi-brush sa
No.
Sprite?
It's while
Basin.
it's cooking, while it's still pink. They're already like more like i-brush.
Himap man na nimo while it's cooking.
Yeah.
Weird kay lahi ang iya kanang effects when it's cooked like lechon versus crispy pata. Kaya pang crispy pata kaya na siya bubbles and then it turns
Yeah.
orange.
Oh, because crispy pata is deep
fried
fried.
Oh.
And
Dili
then
mo siya
ang
roasted.
lechon ni
Roasted man.
Lechon
over
is
the
closer
fire.
to limpo. Kay over the fire man po ng limpo. Pero gamay siya nga kanang batch. Gamay ra siya nga one piece.
Yeah, crispy pata is different.
That makes sense. Unsa pa man yung other birthday tactics?
Kanang
Beware lang nga kanang muha na sila nga kanang gibali na ang lechon.
Is that like a
Kuha,
bad-
halftime
bad
na.
omen?
Halftime na.
Meaning you have to rush to
the
the
lechon is going on halftime.
Okay.
Hindi kay kanang imo na nang ikuan ang kanang other side ba? Naman
Yeah.
na side di ba?
Wala naman eh, lamig.
Magtindog man ang
Yeah,
lechon.
And then belly up na siya.
Oo, na siya kanang nahurot na ang isa ka side ba sa kanang sa audience nga agian. Like kung balihon na nimo
Ay,
siya.
balihon na
Oo. Pero kinuhaan naman na sa likod kay kinuhaan na
Yeah,
sa
kay
kanang
mo-
family
kuot man.
family members. Di man na sila mukuha sa kanang other side sa likod.
Yeah, okay.
So kung gibalin ang lechon, less than half na lang na siya. So you better be on your toes na lang nga time.
Oh my god. This is Filipino eating tactics at parties.
Oh, the thing that our friends at Cebu Original Boneless.
We're not
Said-
sponsored for this one.
Oh, okay, just
We
blip
hope,
it out.
we
then.
hope we do get sponsored.
Ang
Hindi
gana-
ni hatag kayo mo kuha sa Feed the Geeks daw.
Oh no.
I don't know. Anyway, what he said that he really liked about lechon, the guy who owned it, was the lamas.
Lamas.
Lamas, is that the word?
No French to. No French to ka.
Lame.
Lamas.
Lamas ba ang tawag?
Yeah.
Lamas.
The spices.
Ang kanang the
more.
grass and the stuff.
the more,
We're
di ba?
talking about
Lamas.
Cebuano lechon.
Yeah. So, ang iyang ganahan daw is that part. So, he makes sure na sa iyang boneless nga
Stuff.
serving, na siya kanang mga lamas nga part that you can see na, yes,
yeah.
you can eat that also. And it's like, it's
Nilagyan kayo
flavorful.
kuan.
Yeah, ang
onion.
lamian na like ibutang na siya nimo sa imong suka. So that dito ni mo dip imong lechon.
I like eating it with my rice na lang daan. Like, more, oh my god, vegetables healthy. It's been dipped in it, like, in the innards of a pig.
Speaking of boneless lechon ba, wala ba na siya gikuan sa kanang mga Italian authorities? Italian Food Authority ang kanang boneless lechon?
They own the patent.
Kaya it's fucking porchetta, man.
Yeah, porchetta.
Really?
Oh, boneless lechon is
qué?
porchetta.
Porchetta.
Lahi siya, kanay noon. Pero ang style ba nga kanang pork belly nga
Yeah.
fat, nga kanang rag square. Yung tuyokon, yan, nasa sud ang kanang mga spices at corn. Kay porchetta man na siya.
maybe
And you slice nimo sila nga kanang mura sila mga spiral, yun na.
Maybe lahi ang iyang like cooking method, so maybe he appropriated. I assume he owns the patent apparently, because there was a big issue when Ning Rice ang Cebu boneless, and it's like Zubuchon and other places were stealing the boneless lechon model. I don't know what the boneless lechon society has to say about it, but siguro kana like iyang gi-take ang kanang technique, and then iyang wait, this is just a part of a lechon. Why don't I just apply the lechon cooking technique
flavors
to it, and then like, wow, boneless lechon, kumain na kayo.
Damn, that's kind of genius.
Yeah, because they've been making a lot of bank over the pandemic. Like,
Did you know that they made boneless lechon? What is it called? Lumpia.
yeah, they had to do something with like other types of lechon. We would just come over there and like, you know what? I think we're selling them.
Okay ra eh. Okay ra gyud.
Yeah, they would
Basta
like.
mohatag ni sila next episode, okay ra gyud kayo.
If
Di man to sure.
they sponsor at least one lechon. Yeah.
Para atong makuan ba kanang reaction video in real time.
Bito.
Yeah, and then ako gihapon yung guest.
Balik Migs. Anong boneless ba yun?
Dagan may mag-stories ako about boneless, but like, I'm so tired of people asking me about boneless lechon, bro.
But I have to.
So if i-dip nimo na siya in soy sauce, is it adobo?
No, it's been cooked. Na
It
I
has to
think
be cooked.
essential that the meat has to be cooked along with
In
the rest
adobo.
of it.
Kung imo siya ipaksiw, butangan ni mo
Bitaw.
tamis,
Muna adobo na
tangan ni
siya.
mo laurel. I know, na may paksiw, na may laurel sa paksiw.
What's up?
Adobo
Adobo
na siya.
Adobo ang lechon
Ang
paksiw.
lechon paksiw, technically adobo ba siya? Kana, mo na siguro ang atong thesis
It's in the
statement.
spectrum.
When we make, when my family makes,
The spectrum of it. Wait, what?
when my family makes lechon paksiw, it's just with bottles of Mang Tomas na lang
Yeah.
ihimog sa bowl.
Yeah.
Unsa man kahana before the Mang Tomas existed? Like, unsa man ang imong
Vinegar.
lechon paksiw?
Vinegar
lang?
based ang
So,
lechon
aslom
paksiw.
jud siya.
Oh.
I think because na subset of paksiw nga bot nga nila og kanang breadcrumbs to thicken the so like the original paksiw like vinegar thing and then put mag breadcrumbs to thicken the soup and then Mang Tomas is basically that it's
It's made of
kanang
breadcrumbs?
it's drippings from like sito na jus kanang leftover meat. Anyway, when you cook meat and then what's left over in the pan, you collect that.
Fond.
Yeah, fond. Yeah. And then so you put some kind of carbohydrate on it and then
Mo na siya ang
liquid to
mahimong
make
kuan.
it into a gravy.
Ru?
It becomes a Mang Tomas.
Yeah, so that's what basically Mang Tomas is.
Pero Mang
That
Tomas
should be
napod
the
siya
ad.
kanang gi-add nga kuan liver.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
liver
yeah.
man may
Yeah.
ragmania nga flavoring ano.
Oh, isn't this like the same like part of the recipe for Spanish adobo in the 1500s?
Mao gyud na siya.
Yeah.
Kita katong gilink na ko video.
Yeah, I
Mao na
watched
siya,
it.
di ba? Na breadcrumb,
Like breadcrumbs.
na liver, na kanang
Like
vinegar.
they put like the bread in vinegar to suck out like in all the vinegar.
So mo ang adobo sa other countries because like sauce mo jud na ang
So ang Mang
adobo
Tomas
sa-
kay adobo sauce din.
Oh, it's adobo sauce all along.
The Spanish adobo sauce.
Spanish.
Wait. Side quest. Side quest. If you're ever in Tagum City, since we're talking about breadcrumbs and soup,
Represent.
If you're ever in Tagum, go to Arman's.
Armands?
It's a kanang Caribbean.
Calm the fuck down. That's her name.
And then
Jesus Christ.
and then get the beef caldereta. That shit's crazy.
Basin ba?
Mapat lang. So side quest over.
We
onto
can
the
talk
main
about
quest.
caldereta now too.
Oh, pwede saan?
Kanang goat.
I want to talk about goat caldereta because it's so good.
Let's differentiate the red sauces that are
Caldereta?
mechado, menudo,
Dako bitaw na siyang dako biyag na siyang issue.
because I think they're all the same dish and then lahi lang dyan ang ilang meat. Like, more like, oh, this is caldereta because it's goat, and then this is menudo kay,
Beef.
and then mechado kay chicken. Maybe it's, no?
Naghimograph, ana.
Yeah.
Like,
Bitaw.
one of them doesn't have potatoes, and that's the only difference. And then,
Mechado doesn't have potatoes. Ang
Mine
menudo
has.
kay naa. Kaya menudo is kanang mo. Unsay literal translation sa menudo?
often?
Di unsay kanang Bisaya nga translation ana.
Ginagmay.
Oh.
So unsay
Sorry.
so naman tay dish di ba nga ginamay. Locally tawagon ni ginamay mo na siya kanang ginaling plus kanang mga kuan. So mo na akong gikuan gyud nga pagabot na ko diri. Mo na yung tawag sa menudo.
Ginagmay.
Ginamay.
Ginagmay.
So, menudo sa inyo ang ginagmay.
Ginaling
Menudo,
ako
oh.
madunggan. Dili.
Ginaling kay kuan man na ground beef.
Also, it's the
Lahi ang
ingredient.
ginamay oh.
Saan
Ganang bro siya.
ginamay?
Cuts lang.
Cuts nga pero gagmay kayo.
So, mo fall in the spectrum ang pochero.
No.
Kanang like Luzon pochero.
No, Luzon Pochero is more na siya nilagang baka na gihapon, but na siya tomato sauce. And then na siya saging. What kind of saging is it?
Saba.
Cardaba.
The fat saging. And
Cardaba.
then na siya cabbage, na siya kamote. Kamote.
So lahi na kayo siya.
Sweet potato ng yellow.
Okay.
Sweet
You know what
potato.
the DTI should do? Maybe they should just compile all of this. You know?
Mabitaw lang gibuhat times sige man reklamo ng animal mo.
They were just doing their job.
They're standardizing. That's different.
I wonder the poor person who was just like, you know what I think is a good idea is if we promote like a standard adobo and then like let's put it on Twitter. Like, to get
DTI
everyone
like a
excited.
white girl. Why?
Because it's not a white girl, it's a hopeful girl.
Wow, whites are more hopeful now.
It's like, no, I'm trying to evoke excitement. It's like, oh my God, parang baka ma-excite yung Twitterverse na we're promoting the culture. And then, ano yung nangyari? I have to call my daddy. Kinsa dyan nang nag-una-una ng kung patatas ang ingredient and walay patatas kay sayote ang gamiton. Dyan ang
The
pinaka-demonyo.
poors ba? The poors. Meaning me.
Sayote, the Satan's potato. The deceiver
Kaya
fruit.
ba kaunsa ang kanang price disparity sa potato ug sayote?
Exactly.
Potatoes are so fucking expensive.
I know.
Ng mga yawa.
I know, bro.
No, because
That
potato isn't a local, naman. It's not a local vegetable. So
Di, local man siya dapat. Na-localize naman siya.
na-localize siya,
Since
but
Spain.
okay,
It's
Imported
so
Japan.
kumbaga potato is just fancy sayote di ay.
No.
I'm sorry, did you go maka-forgive ang mga karinderya na hopeful kayo na ayos na ginaling and then when I get the ginaling it's like
Puro sayote.
it's sayote.
It's
Not
just
potato.
Basta
like
sub
a
30
slice
pesos.
of nothingness.
No, it's delightful.
You know, like
It has-
that image of the raccoons washing cotton candy? That's what I feel when I eat sayote. I'm just like, it's a vacuum of
Filipinos
flavor.
hate like healthy like food. Sayote has so many vitamins and minerals.
Fuck
It's
vitamins and
cheap.
minerals. I
It
need
has-
my potatoes
it has-
right now.
has no bites.
So much carbs.
Taters.
Taters.
Oh, like well, it's cheap. It has less calories. That means you can eat more and like you can eat more.
Yeah,
It's
who
the
wants to
fake.
eat it?
It's a fake
It has
papaya.
no flavor.
Mura siya katunga sa tunga-tunga sa papaya o potato.
naman mo.
Yeah, it's
Mura siya
a,
papaya nga dili mahinog.
as I said, it is the deceiver fruit. Like by kanang muning gi-share na knowledge ako lolo before he passed away. It's like while he was eating like kanang an apple pie from McDonald's, he was like, alam mo ba, yung ano, hindi to apple, sayote. And I was like, oh my God, are you? Oh my God, it could be. I was like,
Ano yan? On his
Mo tong
deathbed?
gipatay siya
no,
sa
not
kanang
on his deathbed, but it was like, it was his wisdom imparting years. And then kanang, before like kanang McDonald's could get him, it's, look, he went to McDonald's until he died, okay? And then he would like drink the milk tea and have an apple pie. And then like, iyang giingnan, like, the inside of the apple pie does McDo is sayote. And then not apples. And then my ninang was like trying to defend his honor. Hindi! May apple din yan. Yung sayote lang yung feeling. Extender lang yun. Sa McDonald's.
So sayote can be a substitute for apples.
Like, it's the deceiver
You should
fruit.
make
It's
a sayote
Satan's,
pie.
It's Satan's apple.
Bitaw.
We could.
Sayote pie. It's like it's like apple pie, but like not good.
No, do you know the English of sayote is the English of sayote is chayote.
Chayote.
It's called chayote.
Yeah, chayote.
Nakuha na po na sa South
While
American.
in chayote.
Chayote.
What's the origin of sayote? Is it a
No,
Filipino?
Filipino,
sa China
South American siguro na
na
sila.
Chinese
Probably.
dishes.
Ay, ang pangan. Gabi ka South American.
Oh.
South America?
Chayote.
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 Like elote.
It's like,
Is
yo,
it
I
like-
said we put patatas in there, but this is just chayote.
What?
Sakto no? Yeah, it does sound like a...
It grows in a vine mo po, di ba?
I do not
It
know.
does.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it does.
Pero I like the idea of
Sa
making
kapayas,
that
dulce
chayote
kapayas.
pie. Mang ilad rin itong mga tao.
And then it turns out delicious. I was like, what?
Wow, it's good.
Iimong ka ng logo kay Brad Cutie Pie ba? Chayote Pie.
I'm back up.
And then you keep the skin sa sayote kay parang mura siya ka ng granny. Saan ka ng green
Granny Smith
apple?
apples.
Apple pie.
Oh, that can be like the crust on the top, and then you can just like color it like green para to keep to the chayote theme.
Oh, now we've got a
Grabe biya
business
kagahi
idea.
ng sayote ng skin.
Yeah.
Niya ka nang
Oh, yeah.
imo nang nguyaon kay di na siya mo dissolve. Di siya malata ba murag ka na.
Yeah.
It'll get stuck in your throat, and you just assassinated yourself.
You're dead.
Like, murag ka ng bell pepper ba na ano? Kanang,
Oh yeah, that's so
I
bad.
hate
does your mom like chop up bell peppers and like kanang gamay kaayo and then like
Like, it
expect you to
sticks.
eat all of it na mastak siya dire?
Ang buhaton sa bell peppers kanang sa ako nang pagkuhan kay ako na siya i-sear ang kanang skin
skin.
niya.
Oh.
Kaya kayo man i-sear mo brown mo kuan mo blacken na siya,
Then
mo
you
siya
just
matanggal.
peel it.
I-chop din na siya ni more normally. Nindot kay siya kanang wa siya mouth feel nga kanang pati.
Oh, my tactic is I just make the pieces big when I cook them.
Oh, so
Para
you can
matanggal
just-
So
mo.
you can spot them. It's like there, and then you can just peel it in your dish, and it's like good. I was not murdered.
Lami man ang sud sa
Yeah.
bell pepper.
Yeah, lami man ang pulp niya, but it's the
skin.
Ikaw gamay ni mo, and the skin
Siya
is just like
plastic.
yeah,
It's wax actually.
Another way kay like dili mo siya kailangan i-char gyud.
Mm.
Like you just cook it and then makita mo change color siya.
Mm.
Not dili siya mo kanang like mo abot og char level. Makita na mo kanang murag mo white then gamay. And then i-place nimo siya in a Tupperware. So the steam
Mo
from the
separate
flesh
ang
will separate the skin. So ibilin mo siya for like 5 minutes to cool it down.
tayo mga promos. Promos from Miguel niya.
I learned that
Nice.
from kanang like kinsa na siyang kanang crazy chef.
Si
The guy who
Gordon
owns
Ramsay?
Noma. Crazy Rene Redzepi.
No.
I do not know the chefs of the world.
This is why we invited Migs.
Rene Redzepi.
That
Wait.
guy's
Ay,
crazy.
shout out Rene Redzepi. Salamat kayo sa
Yeah.
pagtanawan ng
Thank
podcast.
Lami kayang Noma ba?
Noma.
Noma.
Redzepi Lin.
It's the way
We've
we can
been-
afford to eat
We've been talking
Is that
about
like available here? And
I don't think so.
No, in Manila, they have 3 of them. It's called Trinoma.
kadong there's a very expensive nga bell pepper that's actually easy to eat na kanang you can put in your salads.
Kanang bell pepper.
that's bell pepper.
Okay, so what was the
Capsicum.
So it's not pepper at all?
No,
No,
it's a
it's-
capsicum pepper.
So Metro is lying to us when they tag it as bell pepper and then katong
Mana bell pepper sa ato.
oh my
Yeah.
god.
There's
Oh,
local
atsal
bell
na, atsal.
pepper.
Atsal, oh. Ang actual nga bell pepper
Kay
or
mo siya
capsicum,
ganas
mo
siya.
siyang fat.
Mura siyang tomato and then
It actually looks like a bell.
easy na not to eat.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can eat that
Mas
like, as a
mas
fruit, no?
nipis iyang skin.
Gross.
Mahal kaya na siya.
I've tried. They always end up kanang
Dead.
Then-
moldy.
Really?
Like
The plant?
kanon sa mold ang seed.
Oh.
I never get to grow them.
Di na, kasagaran ba mga produce ron, ambot lang kung kahibaw mo kay destined for dili greatness, destined for kanang kuha na siya, di na siya fertilizable. Di na siya mahimong plant.
Yeah, like
kasi tawag
murag
na nila.
infertile ang seed.
Oo.
Murag nga na.
Oh, yeah.
Gi-manufacture na sila o
That's
ginana
terrible.
para dili ta makagrow our own food. Big food is
Like
bring
soybean.
to us.
Who's
Murag
your
soybean.
source of this Ernest Dino making
Ayaw ba
blade.
yung kasi mapatay ko ugma.
Yeah, there's a movie
They're gonna
coming
kill
up
you with some
about
kind
it.
of...
Unsa man sa ikon?
Si Christopher Walken ang
Christopher Walken.
The crazy son of a bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters. Si
And
Christopher
his
Walken.
watch up his ass.
Pero yeah, he's gonna be the lead role about the story how Monsanto
Oo.
genetically modified the soybean so that it's it doesn't
Nasa ilang
we
rights.
can't regrow it.
Mm.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh my god.
This is food wars.
Oh my god.
Actual food wars.
It's not the
That
anime.
sounds terrible. I can't do it.
Pero bitaw times ikaw, kamong mga plantita diha try daw
doing.
himo sa kanang mga kuan,
Do
try
the
to grow
impossible.
produce like
Out of
proper
seeds.
foods.
Like our good friend Gabrazo,
Mm.
who has a permaculture farm. What is permaculture? I don't know. What is permaculture?
I think
Barb.
those are things that stay embedded in the culture.
Di siya
Like-
mawa.
Laziness, ganang Catholicism, permaculture na, I think. It's been here for 300
Is
years.
it because it's sustainable? It's permaculture?
That's
I
what
have
makes
no
it
idea.
permanent.
No idea.
Yeah, taking care of plants is really hard. Look, he has mold. Like he got mold on his.
Ang mic.
Yes.
It's I think it's inherent in capsicum na plants nga they have molds within the capsicum pod vessel.
Oh.
So when you try to grow the seed, you also propagate the molds.
Maybe that's natural. Maybe that's fine.
I've heard people try to wash it with bleach first and then propagate the seed, but I've never gotten it to work.
When we bought capsicums before, what I would do is just like I would take the seeds out and then I would leave them to air dry, and then I would throw them out because I had no time to plant it. But but they were fine. Like they didn't have mold.
Google sa
Yeah, mold.
kitchen.
Okay.
They wouldn't have mold.
It's like, what the fuck is this here?
But I always plan to plant them.
So kanang seeds jud nagikan.
Yeah.
Like you buy seeds and
No,
you
no.
plant them.
I bought like the actual capsicums, and then I would save.
Sige ka na sa
Ano
kuan
yan?
mo,
Nadili
murag-
na budi.
I don't know. Like maybe we could try.
You
Let's
could try
prove
the
that
seeds.
hypothesis.
Because like I used to plant popcorn, and they would grow.
Really?
So yeah, they would. Like I
Oh.
did that as a kid. Super
That's kind
fun.
of blowing
Sure
my
you
mind.
can.
Yeah, I'm sure they would grow up to this tall and then they would die.
Why?
I
Damn.
don't know.
It was
Neglect.
time for them to pop.
It's like organic popcorn this time. Oh, you can still eat it like it tastes like shit. But
Oh no. Because I think like cutting popcorns are dried kernels, man, diba? As long as cutting they have a tiny bit of moisture in them, the plant will still grow.
Mga Sanders. Little Sanders. So, little Colonel Sanders.
It's a thinker.
The Klansman.
Corn with a K ba?
that's what makes you highly sought by the sapiosexuals. It's like,
Lagi mga sapyot.
that fucking took me 30 seconds to get.
But did you know the sweet corn that we have is getting genetically modified? So we have getting a local maize, Jude, which is smaller and getting more colorful, like purplish. So it's so interesting because there's also jewel corn in Mexico or in the U.S. And it's so
Jewel
pretty. It's like rainbow colored corn.
Lagi sa Andes. Na sa Andean Mountains nga katong nga culture na nagkuan diya gani. Nya ilagi ko ani lang mga corn nga preserves kay natong mga inadto kanang mga multicolored ay
Yeah.
sa kakaba kay daghan kay color.
Yeah, that's it. Like those are called heritage foods, and like it's such a shame because the Philippines, like, we rarely have it.
Naa man good.
Yeah,
Adobo.
we.
That's why we're trying to standardize.
Na may mga daghan to heritage nga something.
Look at mga heritage na ingredients. I think we
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
heritage salt. heritage
salt.
kanang ibutang og coconut or something. I don't know. What is it?
Tabon-tabon.
Tabon-tabon.
Para
God,
sa
that's so good.
nakagamit na ka ni Mix.
No, wala. I
Ano
mean, I don't
sa
even know what it is.
ingredients sa inyong kinilaw sa inyo ha?
Fish, vinegar.
Paksiw gyapon siya no.
Yeah, actually.
Paksiw pero
Yeah,
kanang without heat.
Yeah.
Unheated paksiw.
Mao na siya. Variant ang kinilaw
Another
paksiw.
variant.
Pero sa Butuan sa Caraga region kay nami isagol ana sa kinilaw.
It's so good.
It's called kanang tabon-tabon mo siya kanang dried up siya nga brown nga fruit.
Yeah,
Imo siya gahi kay siya og dako kay baga kay siya grind nga gahi nga kanang dry. Imo siya tungaon. Sa tunga niya kay name siya utok. Niya mo siya mo resemble og kanang
Yeah, that
nutmeg.
Cerebro.
Mo siya
nutmeg.
mo siya nutmeg og dating. Niya imo na siya i-grind up. Niya imo nang butangan og gamay nga tubig. Niya imo na yung kanang pugon.
So this is a different like plant. Oh.
And then,
Yeah, ang juices ano niya kay grabe ka creamy. Imo na i-add sa kinilaw. Niya ang kanang kinilaw kay tayo lagi ko nga lami kay na siya.
So, judgmental kay ka sa akong kinilaw.
I've tried.
Try my fucking best here.
Wait, I've also tried it and it's the best kay murag ang iya baho pod kay murag. I think ang lahi pod ang ila lime o ila citrus.
Biasong ang tawag.
Yeah,
Biasong?
biasong. Suka. Suka po din.
Biasong. Oh, suha.
Oh, and then humot kay siya and then with the katong tabon-tabon kay refreshing kay dili siya aslom gyud. Murag refreshing ang gyud siya.
Grabe.
So good.
It's a ceviche. Mga na po ng mga Italians. This is a ceviche. What are you doing?
I mean, yeah, ang mo kinilaw nga nandan kay like closer to ceviche than kanang Pinoy nga kinilaw.
Ano may
Like,
kuan?
first time ko nakatilaw ka ng kinilaw gyud nga what would be known as real kinilaw. Diri na sa Cebu. And I was like an adult. Dito sa Moa kay like I mean, pres ko mo kayong isda dito sa Moa. Kay, like we're just a few hours away from Jansan. So like tuna would arrive. We just got
Nga,
it
mo
up and
na
then
yung pinaka-importanting ingredient sa kinilaw.
Ang pinaka-fresh.
Fresh nga tuna.
yeah. So we just cut it up and then like, eat it. We don't even bother with the sauce sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's
So,
like
kuan siya.
Sashimi rin siya.
Sashimi.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Appropriate.
Di magina na magkinilaw ang amo sa amo apod. Like na may kinilaw nga klase nga kanang
Fresh lang.
pinasashimi siya nga style nga. Buko kag dagko nga tuna. Cut up na nimo siya. Nga magkuha na kag suka og kanang ang kanang kinilaw base ba. Ilahi ra nimo mo
i-dip
siya
lang
kanang
nimo.
unsa tawag gani nga kanang imo iguba ang mga butang
deconstruct.
deconstructed siya nga kinilaw.
Yeah.
So makuha ra mo siya sashimi nga style. Edit nimo sa kinilaw gihapon nga flavoring. Yeah,
Pero dili nimo
imo
maluto.
Oh, so di siya maluto. Nya mas fresh og tilaw ang isda. Nakatry na miyan na
That's
grabe.
yummy.
Speaking of fresh fish ba? Like there was a dealer in Doña Rosario before.
Drugs.
Fishmonger. Fishmonger. And then so like we like mo sell mo daw siya tuna. So we went there and ano siya, kinang like, na may tuna? And he goes like, yeah, fresh ni siya pero frozen lang. Pero fresh ni siya. Yan kami kay kanang so unsa mo get fresh. Frozen. Pero like way later, apparently you have to freeze fish good. You're not supposed to
Para
eat
mamatay
it.
ang
Yeah, all the worms.
Tekan kay sa worm sa ilang meat ba.
Yeah. So I might have
Oh
worms.
yeah, because you use
from-
worms to catch them, right?
Oh,
How else?
it latches on to the fish.
No?
and multiplies.
Nga na, day na.
Yeah.
That's not hot. Have they also keep the fish hard? Like putting like ice, packing it in ice. Because if you don't keep it in ice, mo soften man iyang body. It's not good to eat anymore.
So, soft fish? Eh. Ingon pa ni Ninyo kang Rappi sa katong birthday mo siguro ni Rappi. Nagluto mi og kuan. Nagsugba mi og fish. Yan as Ninyo kana. Tayo humok marag kanang nagsugba siya to niya siya kanang humok, medyo humok man iyang isda. Niya kadungog si Wisuyad to. Niya na si Wisuyad. Tayo humok do isda do. Niya kanang dira to siya kanang value judgment sa kanang fish ba nga quality. Murag lagi mo lang niya thing bitaw toyo humok daw is na mo na siyang thing ron.
Oh, soy.
So kung mayon ka kanang humok ang isda sa ato sa ilabis kay
Humok na siya
kanang
na
bati na siya toyo humok.
Okay.
So,
Noted.
What about desserts?
Oh.
Wait, did I make another statement? Sorry.
Like,
They just gave me a rule that I'm not allowed to ask questions. I have to put a statement right before I make a question.
maybe you can change it to a statement like, what about desserts, but with a question mark. With a
Wait.
period.
Okay.
What about?
Wait, I think I got it. We've been talking about fish and dishes this whole time. Since we're like nearing the end, why don't we talk about dessert?
It's still a question.
Yeah, because I made my
it's a better
statement.
question. It's a better question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Well done.
anong natagmanianda ron?
Yay!
Learning.
We can build on that.
Good enough, good enough.
Good enough.
We had an episode where we were talking about binignit at some point,
Oh.
diba?
Yeah.
And then ginataan.
Pero kang kag-desserts ang Filipino eh. Lami ka
Bigan kayo.
Yeah, and it's all rice.
It's not a deco.
Yeah, it's all right now.
It's all rice. That's why we're short.
Sorry, ladies.
Lami man sa rice desserts. In Japan also, like, most of their desserts or kanang traditional desserts are made out of rice. Mochi gourmet, mochi.
This is gonna be
And they're
roughly
short
5
too.
minutes.
The fuck are you talking about?
And they're also short.
They're also short.
I wonder if like the scientist in Korea who's just like, the rice is making us shorter. They're just like, you're crazy, Kim, and then it's like, no, you gotta listen, my bros. The rice is making us shorter. We have to eat more meat.
No, we're moving south.
These rice conspiracists. Jesus Christ.
This is why I'm 5'2".
And he's like the short person, which is, it's the rice.
Mo siguro na na-find out sa kanang rice koan of the Philippines, no? Sa to, Rice Institute.
Mogi close down sila.
Mo na pag-ana nila ka Mark, sir, these are our findings for the rice
No.
and how they contribute to the health of our cuisines.
And then Marcos is just like, oh my god.
Did you have to take your glasses?
Yeah, there has to be some kind of, he takes off his wig or something. It's like, oh my god. Destroy it. Burn it. No one can know.
Yan natin si Kim dito ba? Itong South Korean nga ko.
And then it's like, then they just sell that information to like would-be basketball players. Like, stop feeding your team rice. Just specially bred basketball players. No, I haven't tasted rice since I was like 3 years old.
Muti nga ning ulag gihapon ni taas sa katong star margarine nga kuan ba? It just
Oh my god.
defeats it.
Ang big rice to ba? Ang big rice to ani ana ito nga. Ni butang margarine sa pan? Kasi sa pan.
Pan? Rice? How can we subjugate the people if they're tall?
Yung mga tag-as kay mga 7-footer nga mga CEOs ba?
They didn't know, fools. Look at them. Nagkaon lang sila sa red rice or something or kanang pita sandwich. Fools.
Dapat anti-big rice to.
Yeah.
So we get bigger.
Big rice.
Eat more meat, bye.
Get more
Maybe that's a
protein.
different one now. The
What
big
kind
ones
of
will be
meat?
like, but what about the feelings?
Except for chicken.
What?
Chicken has antibiotics.
Everything has
antibiotics.
Yeah, but like chicken has a lot.
They have steroids to make their breasts bigger.
Wow.
Mabito.
Yeah, so like native chickens there, and they don't have steroids.
So
Not
you
as like
barely-
they're smaller.
Native chicken, di ka
Yeah, guys.
Did you mukha chicken si Tiny, no? Claro ka.
Do you eat a lot of chicken?
That's why you guys hate KFC.
I was watching a food documentary, and apparently, like they give boosters to young chickens. Mga kaber, like they're really big. At some point, they have to kill it at a young age because they get too heavy for their legs.
Oh no.
Their legs break.
Yeah.
Periodically sa kanang sa mga farms.
Sa kabugat sa ilang breast.
Na kanang mo mana nagkalit ang mamanok ba? Like makita ni mo on video. Pero lamig kaya ba ng mga chicken breast?
Magkaan pa kag KFC.
That's where
Tagalas lamig
that's where you
kaya
get the chicken nuggets, diba? Chicken legs.
Yeah.
You gotta
I mean,
break
The
that.
beak.
You don't even have to watch a documentary. Just walk around Cebu, wait till a truck drives by carrying chickens. You'll see nga kanang like all really dirty. Their feathers are falling off, and then some of them are like can't stand up.
Okay, I'm
Don't eat meat.
Stay short. Stay short.
We've been talking about
Short
chicken
fine.
and the horrific conditions of chicken statement. But I can't help but feel like we didn't talk about dessert enough. Question mark. Which I wanted to end the segment with.
What kind of topics did you wanna talk about? Like
That's a question.
in dessert.
Ikaw may bawal ang question.
I wanted to talk about the variations of the dessert statement. Like banana Q, pinay
That's not a
pie,
dessert, those are snacks.
kamote Q. Pwede naman sa siya.
Snacks.
Minatamis is a
What's
dessert,
that?
Oh my
diba?
god, that's so
Or it's
yummy.
banana.
Tagalog. It's so Tagalog po.
Oh, kanang saging na syrup.
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
Oh.
Minatamis?
Oh, saging na syrup.
My mom did a variation where she used kanang sweet potato. Yung malambot nga no kondensada.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
it's actually
there
pretty
is there a Mindanao dessert that like dili?
The livers of politicians. I don't know.
Daghan og
I don't
mga
know.
dessert ang kanang moro nga kuan nga dili moabot sa Visayan nga culture.
Art.
Mostly gamito nila na is kanang rice nga kanang sticky rice nga base unya na siya some kind of coconut kanang murag sa tawag desiccated coconut unta. Oh, mo na
Is this
ilang
not-
murag
Palitaw ra mo na.
Yeah, it's not palitaw.
di na yung mga different kinds
Variation.
of kuan na kanang lain nila mga tawag niya lain-lain sila
Variant.
shapes lain-lain sila colors lain-lain sila favoring unya basta mo na ilang kuan niya nasa sa kanang banana leaves niya lami siya.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Statement? Kanang ang
You're holding
variations
it back.
You can't say a question and then call it a statement.
it's a rhetorical. Kanang daghanan atong variations of dessert but we eat them in the morning. Like kanang sweets na like mga puto.
Yeah.
Mo man gitudlo sa mapigod.
Oh, sorry.
It's squishy.
If it's like that, it's man is like this. Kay if ana man ang pagporma na niya, diba? And then you wrap it in the puto bongbong.
Puto bongbong kay pang gabi mo na.
Toyo bongbong.
Medyo noche mo na.
Yeah, in the morning, 4 a.m.
Kasi morning na gabi na sa imo piya.
It's night. There's like
That's done.
There's no daylight.
That's done. I guess because it's really heavy. It's rice based, so it gives you more energy in the morning. Muna ka lang like you eat it sikwati.
Di pampakuan po siya pampataas sa imong blood sugar levels early on kay
Energy.
makakuan siya makahatag siya energy kay
Papagana.
And then you
we
crash.
people were kanang farmers ba or kanang mga farm hands.
Okay, Moana. We were farm hands.
We were farm hands. So kanang dapat tagaan tawag kanang taas nga insulin spike early on in the morning para makatrabaho ta the rest of the day.
To tend the land.
Tagaan tag mga
Ningtan ka sa land.
mga mangga lami ba
lami ka,
mga
as manga.
mangga og parisa ni mog puto nga ni sikwate. Nayawa na lang kasi ang buwagan para na.
I would like to know.
Di ba? Inana siya kalami ba? Inana siya kalami.
Okay, so you would date, I assume, the mango and the puto?
Basin.
Paris po na yan, sikwate. Kaya ako raman it's like, it's either puto and sikwate or puto and manga.
So dili.
Pwede man
Wala
yung
din.
virus.
Yeah.
Wala din kay mga throuples.
Wala. Dapat, kung ano.
Monogamous.
We don't cook mangoes. The fuck are you talking about? Or like, we don't have any like. Do we have any?
Wala ko masabot yung mga questions, wait.
But I mean,
It's not. That was a statement. I'm sorry. I can't do questions anymore. I have to go like.
This time, Kim,
We
like,
don't cook mangoes.
it's weird, but it actually makes sense nga you would ask it. Kaya like, we cook banana. We cook, what
Papaya.
else? Papaya.
We don't cook
I wanted to do like I
We cook
thought.
mangoes with peach.
No.
For peach mango pie.
Oh, I guess.
Pwede lang man ato agikan. That's like
Ato ang mga Jollibee. It's not Chinese.
What I'm curious about is since mango is the pambansang fruit, like I can't name anything besides mango pandan na dessert na to na naay mango.
Mango float.
Oh yeah, no. Filipino na.
Oh,
Pero recent invention, rapod na siya.
Oh, pero Filipino
Dili
kayo
na-
siya.
Dili na appropriated
yeah.
na cheesecake.
Dili.
Graham, Graham.
no, cheesecakes are made of graham.
Graham ang good ng crust.
DTI should standardize mango float.
Daghan kasi lang mga lain nga dishes nga dapat
You know what they need to standardize? Freaking halo, because all the foreigners are just putting all these weird stuff like sprinkles and marshmallows and halo. Like what the fuck?
Does it have
Asa
gummy
kita na
bears?
TikTok?
Really? I think it was like a magazine.
Are we ready to go on your salts rant again?
No.
Sige, kasi best halo-halo in Cebu, Big. So may kuha na to, so may consensus na to.
Miltons. Traditional.
Never had.
Didn't we already have this argument about souls?
Sige, mo balik lang sa siguro tayo in a few. Kaya mahurot na ito.
Wait. Oh, okay.
So basta balik na tayo. Kasi nilot na lang ko yung
Balot.
Bilot?
Bakchoy?
Hindi na sa...
Batchoy.
Gusto ka na limpyo.
What's your bakchoy?
Batchoy. Uy.
Lapas batchoy.
Bok choy mo rin.
Feel like mabalik na sa Tusluboa at some point.
Ayun na din daw balik na. That was an episode.
Ano pa mga dudes? Or,
What do you call that duck egg? Balut?
Balot.
what do you call that duck egg?
I've never had a
Oh,
balut.
tiny.
Really?
And I don't think I'll ever have.
Why, times?
Yes,
Ako kabalot ko.
Wait, now you can look at him.
ever?
Di, nakabalot na ko. Pero kung wala po, out of my own free will, nakikipagita. Wala.
So far, it's been a test of strength for you. Oh, I'm just gonna put it in this
Fear factor shit kayo siya sa tunong.
Di ka mangita,
Hindi
Jude.
ko makita niya.
So everyone here has had balut.
Who enjoys balut?
I'll enjoy
3 out of 5.
I've only very recently enjoyed balut, the katong medyo old na.
Wow, that's fancy.
Chicken in one.
18 days? 18 days
Yeah, as old
the
as they go.
highest I go.
That's the one with the...
Sorry.
18 is as highest I go.
Says some 50-year-old man.
Safe bet, I said. Safe bet na 18.
It's like, you really want them in those mid-teens. That's the good shit. What's ba ng mga siblings ang balut na foods?
Ali, unsa may
Ginabot?
unsa may kanang nakabalik nimo sa unsa may naka pakuha nimo sa badol nimo sa balot karon. Nagkaroon sa
Wala naman. Sense of adventure, I guess.
Pero during the pandemic, may na.
No, not recently.
Wala may bagot sa puno.
Wag gani.
You can make your own balut.
I mean,
If
nasa
you
mo
can get a duck, I guess.
sa atbang sa mong village na ikabligay balut. So,
Balay?
atbang sa mong village, sa may gate, there's this guy who like, he has everything, much like SM.
Got it all for you.
Yeah, parang na lang siya sa mong corner. So like cigarettes, the usual,
Yeah.
and then balut.
Chicharon, napila ng chicharon
Yeah.
sa balot guy, no?
And then
Balot kay kang may chicharon sumakawit.
Lagi.
Parang sa
Buwas mo.
chicharon. Parang sa ba na?
Kanang Penoy. Di kayo say Penoy?
Ako Pinoy fiend ko as a child.
I like Penoy na kanan sa...
Fame.
Ano ba yung mga street food na daytime na food na street food ng Penoy?
It's just hard-boiled egg, isn't it?
No, like kanang siya duck eggs yun siya.
Yeah, but it's hard-boiled egg naman gyapon siya.
Yeah, but
Hindi, magkayo.
wala man siya
Kaya
white
siya
component.
flavor by
Really?
It's all yellow.
It's still an egg.
Maybe I will try Penoy.
Nito tang Pinoy nga starting ako nang
Ay, soupy po ng Penoy.
Oh.
Do you mind?
Oh.
Lumugay.
The components of an egg, the egg white has the most protein, and then the egg yolk is where you get the minerals and vitamins.
So, where's the part in the bullet that gets you horny though?
Ang beak.
No?
Maybe.
I just thought of it.
I think-
Because
I
dipping
think
the
it's a
right?
like high blood pressure.
Um,
So like the blood has nowhere else to go.
Mas spike yung blood pressure throughout your body.
So
It goes down instead
It's
of
either a boner or a heart attack. Play your game.
I'm feeling hot.
I just thought of it na if mag-strike ang mga balut vendors, you can call it asa balutan.
what?
Diba?
Wait, say it again?
Ang sa balutan ba? Parang, like, they left with everything.
Yeah, it also means they leave.
I don't
It's
know
so
that word.
cool.
Ang salab.
Alsa balutan.
To dessert ba? To dessert.
Yeah, so like you lift your things and then you wrap them and then you leave.
Isn't that
Okay, balutan,
Yeah.
ibalo.
Alsa?
Alsa o balut.
Balutan.
You guys don't.
Or
You're Tagalog. You should know that.
Sorry, pare, you didn't even know about the red pochero, so a lot of us
Kind
don't
about
know a
it.
thing
Parang
called.
mas Tagalog ako sa'yo. Gago.
Grabe yung diaspora ko, pare. Lumaki ako sa Cebu na Tagalog yung parents ko. Tapos yung parang treatment sa akin sa Manila is taga Cebu. Pero dito sa Cebu, taga Manila ako.
Diaspora yun.
Diaspora, pare.
It's like no one
Represent.
wants you anywhere.
Yung Reddit lang yung nag-approve sa akin. Buti sila nila like yung comics ko. Putang. Hey pare, closing. Now it's time for so long.
Just one more song.
Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. Me and you and our friend Blue. For the listeners, our friend Blue is playing in blue and hair.
We can do anything.
Whatever you wanna do. So thank you, RetasoCast. Like and subscribe. Thanks, Migs. Hopefully, dili tayo sue sa Nickelodeon.
Standardized na ito nila. Salamat kay DTI for the effort of standardization.
Yeah.
Thank you for
we hope you
joining.
hand out grants.
Yes.
There should be a standard show may sa tisa.
Standard sisig ba? Walang
Standard alwalo.
Standard tanan.
Kasi standard ninyo favorite?
Huh?
Standard nga food. Dapat i-standardize.
Higher standards.
I don't know. You threw that one.
Standard what?
Higher
Standards
standard.
in politicians.
Oh, yes.
Ito, DTI, get on it.
Get on
that shit.
Get back on it.
Alright.